Welcome to the Open Talk Show, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn. Today, I wanted to just do a quick video here, talk about something that I have a gripe with. So, if you look at the presidential election, Trump won, which is super exciting. I mean, I'm not excited as I really should be, because Trump's kind of turned his back on us entirely when it comes to the abortion issue and other things like that. But it's great that he won because now our country's getting better. It's already getting better. I mean, the Ukraine and Russia war is already starting to end. The conflict in the Middle East is already starting to end, and overall the country's getting better. Bitcoin's going up. We could talk about that. I can make fun of the liberals crying that Trump won. I could talk about the 4B movement and all that, but that's not important right now. What I want to really talk about is something that I found interesting about the election. So if you look at the election, it's not hard to see the results of the election. You just go, like usually I just type in Trump versus Harris, and the election map pulls up. And if you look at the election map, we're going to take two parts of it. Go to New York State. You see Harris, her amount of votes that Harris got 4.3 million votes, whereas Trump got 3.4 million votes. And then if you go to the Senate, you got Kristen Gillibrand and Michael. She got 4.4 and Michael got 3.1 million votes. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you look at the Prop 1 results, Prop 1 was passed, voted yes for Prop 1, which is a whole other problem. And 4.5 million people voted yes for Prop 1, and 2.7 million voted no for Prop 1, which means that there's a lot of votes missing in the Prop 1 vote. Because if you look at the numbers before, if you look at the presidential numbers, it's about the same. It's 4.4, 4.2, 3 point whatever. It's very close. It's a little off. It's going to be a little off because there's multiple answers to who you want to be president. You can pick independents and stuff like that. So there's going to be a little bit of discrepancy, but besides that, but when it comes to this vote, it's yes and no. And when there's more votes in the presidential and the Senate election than there are in the Prop 1 proposition, which if passed, which it did, is going to harm a lot of kids. And sexual assault's going to spike because of it. And there's going to be a bunch of different racial quotas that has to be met with lawmakers now. It's a big issue, and we're missing many votes, which I know there's nothing we could do about this. I mean, I think there should be definitely a re-election, a re-vote on this, because many people seem to have missed it, because we're missing way too many votes for this to pass legitimately, in my opinion. That's like if, so let's just say the presidential election, for example, was missing nearly 1 million votes. It wouldn't be, like, that stuff wouldn't pass. There'd have to be something there. You can't just vote on the Senate stuff and not vote on the presidential stuff. That just wouldn't make a lot of sense. And I'm surprised the ballot machines even lets the ballot even go through. Because on the ballot machine, you mark different things. You mark the different circles. I'm surprised the ballot machine even counts your ballot if you didn't mark one of the criteria. That doesn't make a lot of sense either. Maybe that's something that they could do in future elections. But it's a big problem because Prop 1 passed and nearly 1 million votes weren't even counted in that election. And it's also very uncomfortable seeing that I live in the same state as 4.5 million pedophiles that think it's okay to mutilate children and have racial quotas for lawmakers and think it's okay for guys to be in women's locker rooms. Pretty disturbing seeing that and learning about that. But no, this is disgusting. Prop 1 is a terrible thing. It should not be a thing at all. The idea that it's even proposed is ridiculous. It's like it goes through like protecting abortion rights, which, first of all, abortion rights were never even under attack in New York State anyways. I don't know why you're trying to protect it. Protecting abortion rights is like being a bodyguard for Brock Lesnar. Like, no one's attacking Brock Lesnar. Like, why would he have a bodyguard? But no, this is a whole issue. This is a whole issue. And it's like, there's a bunch of trans rights things that's in it or whatever, which, like, trans rights just equals trans people get to mutilate their own genitals without their parents' permission, and schools can hide it from them, which is also deeply disturbing because there's a 15-year study that just concluded earlier this year that was done in Norway, or the Netherlands, my bad, Netherlands. Over 2,700 children took part in this study. They all started at the age of 11, and they watched them all grow up, right? And every single one out of 25, so about 4% of the kids, stayed trans. And then every single one of them that were not in the 4% grew out of it. They ended up growing out of the phase, which is kind of ridiculous that we're trying to mutilate the genital of children when an actual study that's been conducted over 15 years, this is the best study we have, the Netherlands study on trans kids, is the best study we have on transgenderism. And we're throwing that all out the window over some stupid Prop 1 bullcrap. It makes no sense. Now, on the other hand, I could have completed this study 15 years ago as well, because, it's just common sense that this stuff's going to be a phase. But the study concluded, and this is the best, up-to-date, most accurate study we have on transgenderism. This is the first long-term study we have on transgenderism that concluded earlier this year. And like I just said, it concluded that only 4% of kids that say they're trans actually end up staying trans throughout adulthood. We're talking like 25, 26, 27 years old. So yeah, that's going to be the end of my video, guys. I just wanted to come up and talk about this. I'm very upset with this, and I'm hoping there's something we can do in the future, maybe, to prevent stuff like this. Maybe the voting machines won't count ballots until every single criteria is fulfilled, because that would be something that would help with things like this to make elections more accurate. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Peace. Thank you for watching the video, and one thing I want to mention, I'm at 299 subscribers. If this is one of your first times watching one of my videos, I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers to get monetized, and I'm almost at 300, so if you hit the subscribe button, I just really appreciate it. Alright, see you guys later. Peace.